Tell you what guys, even though it's not the XM3 or an SVR, I'll be honest with you, I think I prefer it over them. The power delivery is so smooth. We've got an inline 6 twin turbo with 370 brake and also 370 Nm of torque. Just tuning this around, the power curve is so smooth. You get the same amount of weight on your chest all the way through all the gears. We've got an 8-speed torque converter. Being a torque converter, it's still actually fairly quick as well on the downshift. So in 5th gear right now, 4th, 3rd. And I hate to say this, but I'll be honest, yeah, I've always been on, I'm not going to be a liar in my reviews, yeah. But the sound of this thing, I prefer it to the new M3, but I can imagine the M3 being so good with an exhaust on it. But this standard, it just sounds, it just has a more tone. There's no exhaust noise coming through the speakers. Let's have a listen to this. Such a nice tone. This B58 engine is no slouch. Neither is this car. Even though it's a big SUV, I'm driving it down these lanes and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like I'm driving like an M140 in a way. Not even actually, because this thing is 4-wheel drive, X-drive, and I'll tell you what, it grips like a monster. That initial response, as soon as you put the foot down, like all B58 engines, twin turbo, it almost has that naturally aspirated feel. Like, drop it a few gears, 3,000 revs, put your foot down, it's there. All of it's there, instantly. Put it into Eco Pro, all the dials change, the screen changes, and now we're doing crazy MPG. You can go do the school run, you can go do your food shopping without having to waste crazy amounts of fuel. Steering goes nice and light when you're in Eco. It's just a really comfy daily driver in Eco. And then if you're feeling a bit frisky or someone pisses you off, whack it into sport, flick a gear. No slouch, I'll tell you that. Just listen to it, the indicator's still on. One little cool feature that me and my fellow BMW fanboy found out as well. Check this out. Who wants to do it? Of course the fanboy knows. If you spin your finger like this, you ready? Spin the finger around by the hazards. Tom, it knows I drive a Merc, you see. It knows I drive the Merc, but it works for him anyway. It actually turns the volume up, which is quite a good flex in my opinion. It's a good little show-off trick, that is. And when you put it into sport, the whole car just stiffens up and becomes a whole different car. Very playful, doesn't feel like it wants to kill you, doesn't feel too big. So nice to drive. And that exhaust does it for me, it tops it off, like the cherry on the top. It's got such memorable, famous B58 sound. Same straight out of the M140s, the M240s, all them other M cars in this nice family SUV. Feels like it shouldn't be in here, but it is. I'll tell you what, it works so well. Got a nice little 90-degree bend here. Gonna take it. Foot's still planted. Foot's planted. No problems. Confidence in the corners. No worries whatsoever. It really does not feel like an SUV at all. Hopping straight into the interior now, we're going to talk about a little bit what it's like to actually be a driver inside this car. So straight away, up front you've got a heads-up display, which is not too much in your face, it's very easy to read and actually looks super nice as well. Up front we have a digital dash, one thing that some of you BMW fanboys might like. I'll give it a little tone. No soft limiters in this car, which is sick. Beautiful leather wrap steering wheel, fits perfectly in your hands. And also, it's very warm right now. You know what that means? We have a heated steering wheel. Keep your palms nice and warm. Has all the multifunctions on here as well. You can pretty much access everything from here. Very easy to use. Really nice flatter paddles on the back as well, to actually stay with the steering wheel as you're steering. All around the car, we have Harman Kardon speakers. You know, that's a must. It's got to be nowadays. Dotted around the car, we have ambient lighting from the door cards, above the glove box, on the other passenger door card, under the footwells, and you can actually change the colour of that inside the entertainment system as well. Moving down, obviously, as you can see, if you're not colourblind, we have red interior with these beautiful M Sport seats as well that holds you very nicely. Also have a bolster adjustment setting on the side of the seats. And now I'm being hugged, and if I don't want to be hugged by the seat, I can just simply loosen it up, get a little bit more wiggle room. Anyway, moving around to the centre console, obviously you have your different driving modes, your Eco, Pro, Comfort and Sport. And Sport actually has a few different modes. So you have Sport Individual, so you can set it to whatever you want, to your own personal desire. You have your Sport Plus and your Standard. Storage compartment down here, wireless charging. Up above, I don't know if you can tell, you know, I'm going to move the camera right now. I'll show you in another clip as well. But the size of this double pan roof, out of every car I have ever driven, this has got the biggest pan roof ever. That's why the lighting is really good in here. Don't know if you can tell. Do it look pretty? Because the lighting, because we've got a full glass roof which goes right to the back of the car. And if you don't want the light to come through, if you click up here, that opens it. It also has a blind. As you can see, the lighting is going down right now. But because I want to look pretty for you guys, I am going to keep that open. And now we've got good lighting. Obviously climate control down here, so you can set your passenger while you're driving and you're bored and your passenger's asleep. You can quite simply rank his heating up while yours is nice and cold if you want to piss them off. And also a must, personally in my opinion, heated seats. And if you're carrying more than one passenger, you also have rear climate control in the back as well. Plenty of storage down in the door cards as well. Actually, you can actually fit more than one bottle in there like most Beamers. In this car as well, we also have a reverse camera, and I think this is one of the clearest reverse cameras I have ever seen. And this car actually is AC Schnitzer edition. I hope. Sorry. Oh, that's going in, you know. I don't think you understand how badly I'm struggling to say this word. This car is the AC Schnitzer. To get that right. I'm hiding my colleague right now. He's helping me because he's a BMW fanboy. He's an expert. I'm personally a Merc guy, so he's helping me out here. But yeah, AC Schnitzer edition, and that comes with extra carbon on the outside, body kit, gives that more aggressive look. And we also have AC Schnitzer pedals down here. That also comes with upgraded alloys on the outside. I think it looks very nice. This being a 40i as well, it comes with the bronze pack standard. I am toasted right now, so I'm going to turn my side down. I'm going to turn yours down as well. Come kind, no problem, mate. Stop start feature. Let's go around a bit. Let's go around the entertainment system. Is it touchscreen? We found out now it is not touch. Oh, it is touchscreen. Wow. See, this is why I've got my BMW fanboy in the passenger seat, but he doesn't like being on camera. But we're gonna. There you go. We're gonna show him anyway. If this video gets 1,000 likes, Tom is going to do his own review. Just saying. But yeah, going around the entertainment system once again. In the M3 video, if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. It's very similar. Obviously it's very easy to use. You've got your media and radio, you can get your communication, you've got your navigation. This car comes with Apple CarPlay as well. Every car's got to have Apple CarPlay nowadays. But yeah, very easy to get around. You've got this multimedia function down here. So this entertainment system is an iDrive system. My personal favourite thing that I've noticed so far, if we go into vehicle settings in my vehicle, obviously here, as I mentioned earlier, you can change the interior lighting as well. So we can change the colour here. So you can go white and blue, green, white and green, lilac, white and lilac, blue, white, everything. We're going to keep it. Let's go. Should we try lilac? Let's go lilac. So now you probably won't be able to tell in the video, but all the interior lighting around here has now gone purple. Lilac. So if you click technology in action and go to your sports displays, you can actually see how much power you are using in live time from your foot pounds and horsepower as well. I'm pretty sure you can change this if you're from a different country, or you prefer kilometers or kilowatts or newton meters. You can change that. All around, it's a very nice place to be in. Under the steering wheel, you can adjust the steering as well. And this comes, Jesus Christ, I didn't realize how far this comes out, but it comes out very far. You can adjust the steering wheel up and down, in and out. This car also has memory seats, and I've just pressed it to 1. I don't know if you can tell from the last cut, but I'm now sat up very straight. So obviously the last person that owned this was probably very, very small, but hey ho. The mileage on this car is only 30,000, and also it comes with warranty. If you want to know all the specs and everything is down in the description. If you guys are interested in this car, make sure you come down to LMS. We're based in the West Midlands. Come and check this car out, because it's not going to be around for long. We tend to sell out quickly on BMWs and M cars, very, very quickly. Really high in demand right now. This car is currently up for sale for £44,995. That's pretty much all the interior summed up. All around, it's a very nice place to be. It's also very spacious, and it's actually very big in here, but it doesn't feel big to drive. If I stretch my arm out, I can't even touch my passenger. You know what I mean? I don't want to be sat around here for too long. I'm getting bored. So, my favourite part, let's take it back out. Fuel consumption in this car, it's okay. When you put it in Eco Pro, you can get pretty high to the gallon. I'm pretty sure it's above in the 30s and 40s. But me tuning it around in sports for the past 10 minutes, I reset it about 10 minutes ago, and we're currently doing 19, which is actually not bad. But to an SVR, there really isn't much difference. Like yes, the power is not really there. This car can launch from 0 to 60 in 4.8, as well as the SVRs, they can do like 3.9. I've always felt, let me know if you agree in the comments, when you're in a bigger car, this car does it in 4.8, right? Let's say if I hop in like a Fiesta, that does it in 4.7 or whatever. When you're in an SUV that does 4.8, it feels a lot quicker than, let's say, a coupe or a hatchback doing 4.8, because the back end fully squats and the car almost feels like it's doing wheelies. It's not, but obviously because of the adaptive suspension and everything like that, like right now I have it in comfort in the sportier settings, it just squats, fully squats, and that feeling of it squatting just makes you feel like you're in, let's just, second gear. The car just lifts, and that feeling of the car lifted just makes you feel like you're in a little rocket ship, man. This has to be one of the easiest top 3, it's got to be in the top 3 of my favourite SUVs I've ever driven. I've driven a few SVRs, a few Range Rover Sports. It gives you a little buzz, man, makes you feel like a kid. The twin turbos, you can hear them spooling as well. I don't know if you can hear it through the camera, but that spool. Also in the low range as well, when you're in like the 1 to 2,000 revs, you can hear a nice grunt from the engine. So comparing this to an SVR, we've talked about the power, we've talked about the drive, the way it feels, the way it handles. What about the styling? Personally, I think this looks more head turny than an SVR. SVRs tend to be quite flat and boxy, but in real life, this is one of these cars where in real life, you have to come and see it in real life. It looks a lot better in person than on photos. The amount of curves, the amount of sharp edges that this car has, it gives it that super aggressive look, and it's a proper head turner. This being the AC Schnitzer, was that wrong again?
Oh, wrong, yeah.
AC Schnitzer edition. There we go.
Close enough.
Count how many times I've said AC Schnitzer wrong. I will leave them in just to embarrass myself a little bit, because why not? Also, the sun is very bright, so I'm just going to do this real quick. But yeah, obviously with that body kit, the paintwork on this car, the Arctic grey metallic really complements it. It goes really well. It contrasts very nicely and it stands out. So looking at it, it's not just your standard XM40. You know straight away, even from a distance, that this is a special edition. Looking over the bonnet, you can see these crazy bumps in the bonnet, which give it that, you know you're in something serious. It gives you that kind of vibe. In the boot as well, you've got loads of boot space. I'll leave the amount of litres on screen that come in this boot. You can take you and your family to the airport with all your suitcases. One important figure that I forgot to mention, which I personally think is crazy. This being a big SUV, as I keep mentioning and repeating myself already, but it only weighs around 1,800 kilo. I believe SVRs are around 2 and a bit ton. Full family SUV, 1,800 kg. That's crazy. And you can feel that. It does feel like a lightweight car. As I said, it's super nimble and it, like, wants to be thrown about. It feels like it'd be very good on track. I think that is the reason why. It doesn't actually weigh that much. That's actually crazy. That is it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. We're new to YouTube. This is currently, I believe, our 6th video. So if you guys enjoy the videos, show your love and support by hitting that like button and subscribing, notifications on. Go check out the M3 we did last week. That's a really good video. And if you're interested in this car, like I said, it's retailing for around 45 grand, just under. Make sure you come down to the dealership come check out the whole fleet, because we've got some crazy cars coming in and they will be reviewed on the channel. So make sure you subscribe and do not miss out, because things are only going up from here. So follow us along the journey and we'll see you guys soon. See you later.